Hello! Thank you very much for joining me. My name is Sympathy Miller, and let's get started. What I have for you today is the ultimate questions for sympathy and responsibility. For the conservatives or libertarian-leaning people who focus on individual responsibility and personal accountability, my ultimate question for you for sympathy for another person is who, how, where, and when is someone to have learned how to do the thing you may be judging them on. To ask that again. Who, how, where, and when is someone to have learned how to do the thing you may be judging them on? If someone is whining, bitching, moaning, and complaining about something, they don't know how to get it done, they don't know how to do their laundry, for an example, which would baffle most adults. 99.999% of all adults, they would be baffled at somebody who just doesn't know how to do the laundry. But my question would be, who should have taught them? Well, they should have just taught themselves. Okay, my next segment is how. How are they to have come up with the ideas, the thoughts, the words, the actions to execute that performance? And whatever you tell me, whatever answer you're trying to sincerely give to me, okay, what if it didn't happen that way? Well, it just should have happened. It should have. This is how they should have been. This is how it should have been done. But it didn't. You're telling me how their life should have been for them to come up with that conclusion, for them to make those actions. But it didn't happen that way. Who was supposed to teach them? How was it supposed to be taught? Where in the world were they supposed to be when they learned that? And last but not least, when? What time, what day, what date, month, year, day, time, hour, minute, and second? What time was somebody to have learned how to do the thing that you're judging them on? If you are judging somebody to being liberal, like, oh my gosh, that's a horrible thing, a horrible belief system. If you're judging somebody for that, who, how, where, and when is someone to have learned how to do the thing you may be judging them on? Any answer that you give me is your thoughts about their life without actually understanding their life. Communication 101 is what do they care about, not what I think they should care about. I want them to care about space and Venus and Earth and Mars. I want them to care about the astrophysics. I want them to care about these things. But they actually care about what's happening in the ocean. That's what they care about. I mean, you can make similarities. There are some similar points on that, but they actually care about the ocean. So when I talk about space, I have to talk about it in a framework that is related to what they care about, the ocean. And again, I know there's a dichotomy, and I'm fitting you in a class that you may not be wanting to be in. But for anybody who is, for the liberals or social justice-leaning people who focus on social ills and misfortunes society and even history may have even produced, my question for those who are externally driven versus what I was mentioning about internally driven people, the ultimate question for responsibility for those who are externally driven. With the person you are focused on, whomever it may be, what words did they speak? What thoughts did they think? And what actions did they take to get themselves into that situation? I'm not neglecting at all that what society does plays an important role in our lives. I'm not saying that if our neighbor yells at us across the way that it's not going to maybe affect our day. But isn't it true that one person can experience somebody yelling at them and go driven mad and punch their wall, while there's another person who experiences the exact same thing from the exact same person but responds to it differently? And they don't punch their wall, but instead greet everybody with a wonderful smile because they're just genuinely happy and don't let one person take them down. That's the gist of it. That's my question. That's my ultimate question. Is that there's one person doing something out there different than another person. Their response, how they respond to life, responsibility, how their ability to respond, their responsibility with their actions, with their words, with their feelings, with their chemicals inside of their body. What did you eat yesterday? What time did you spend on doing the things yesterday, and could you have spent your time doing other things? The ultimate question that I have for the internally focused people is this. Who, how, where, and when is someone to have learned how to do the thing you may be judging them on? And everybody who is externally focused, I have this one question for you. With the person with whom you're focused on, whomever it may be, what words did they speak, what thoughts did they think, and what actions did they take to get themselves into that position, into that situation? It's the two ultimate questions that I'd love to be challenged on, because it doesn't seem like it can be challenged because of how solid those questions are, or at least the intent of them are. So I'll leave it off with that. Please post your comments, questions, and concerns down below, and please like, share, and subscribe to this video. Please hit that reminder bell down next to the subscription button, and please enjoy the rest of your day. Bye now.